Lesson 5, Reconstruction. I will know the different plans for Reconstruction and the effects of new amendments to the Constitution. After President Lincoln's assassination, Vice President Andrew Johnson became president. Johnson wanted to carry out Lincoln's plan for Reconstruction, the rebuilding and healing of the country. However, Johnson lacked Lincoln's skill at dealing with people. He and Congress fought fiercely. Lincoln and Johnson wanted to pardon Southerners who swore loyalty to the United States and promised to obey the country's laws. They would also welcome states back into the Union if they outlawed slavery and asked to be let back in. Congress thought these plans were too gentle and felt that the South should be punished for having seceded. However, Congress did want to help newly freed African Americans called freedmen. Congress and Reconstruction. The Republicans who controlled Congress didn't trust Johnson. He was a Southerner and had been a Democrat before becoming Lincoln's vice president. Members of Congress began developing a new plan of Reconstruction. They passed the Civil Rights Act of 1866 to grant freedmen full legal equality. Congress then passed several Reconstruction Acts between 1867 and 1868. The acts divided the former Confederate states into military districts. The president sent federal troops to the South to keep order and enforce emancipation of slaves. The acts required Southern states to write new state constitutions, giving African American men right to vote. The acts prevented former Confederate leaders from voting or holding elected office. Congress also passed 3 new amendments to the Constitution. An amendment is a change or addition. You will read about these amendments later in this lesson. Johnson opposed many of Congress's actions. He argued that the Reconstruction Acts were against the law because they had been passed without the Southern states being represented in Congress. He said passing laws with half the country unrepresented was unconstitutional. Johnson used his veto power to try to stop Congress. However, Congress was able to override Johnson's vetoes. Congress continued to make its own plans. Angry about Johnson's attempt to block their laws, the Republicans in Congress tried to impeach Johnson. Impeachment is the bringing of charges of wrongdoing against an elected official by the House of Representatives. If an impeached president is found guilty in a Senate trial, he can be removed from office. In May 1868, the Senate found Johnson not guilty. However, Johnson's ability to lead the nation had been seriously weakened. Number 1. Identify who supported the idea in each part of the Venn diagram. Who wanted to give pardons, wanted to reunite the country, wanted to punish the South.